She doesn't talk to you anymore, but you feel her eyes on you. Maybe she blocked you. Maybe she stopped texting. Maybe weeks have passed without a single word. Yet deep inside, you know she's still there, watching, silently. But here's the truth most men don't realize. Silence is often more powerful than words. A text, a call, even an argument gives you answers. But silence makes you question yourself, your worth, your past, and even your future. In this video, we're going to dive deep into female psychology. Why does she go silent? Why does she still watch you? And most importantly, how should you respond so you don't lose your power? If you've ever been left unseen, ignored, or felt like someone disappeared but still lingers in your shadow, this video is for you. Silence. It feels empty, cold, and painful. But in reality, it's one of the strongest moves a woman can play after a breakup. You see, when words stop, the mind starts working overtime. That's exactly why silence is powerful. She doesn't need to block you or insult you. All she has to do is disappear, and suddenly you're questioning everything. Why do women choose silence? Simple. It gives them control. It's a power move. While you're sitting there waiting for a text, replaying every conversation in your head, she's already controlling the entire situation without saying a single word. Psychologically, silence creates tension. It makes men overthink, wonder, and often chase. You start asking yourself, did I do something wrong? Is she talking to someone else? Does she even care anymore? That confusion is the effect of silence. It's not weakness, it's a weapon. Think about this. In relationships, the silent treatment is often used not because there's nothing to say, but because it forces the other person to react. Post-breakup, it works the same way. When she doesn't reply but you see her online, when she doesn't answer your call but views your story, that's not an accident. That's silence being used as psychological warfare. Imagine this. You send her a text. You wait. Nothing. Hours pass, then days. But at night, she's still there, watching your stories, liking your posts. That's not silence out of indifference. That's silence with intent. She wants you to feel her absence, but also her presence at the same time. And the more you react to it, the more power she gains. Silence, my friend, is not empty. It's full of meaning. It's a test, a statement, and in many cases, a trap. Now here's the question that keeps you awake at night. If she doesn't care anymore, if she's moved on, then why is she still watching you? The truth is, silence doesn't mean she's gone. Women watch for many reasons, and each one plays with your mind differently. First, curiosity. She wants to know if you've moved on. Even if she doesn't plan on coming back, she's curious to see if you're struggling, if you miss her, if you're posting sad quotes at 2 a.m., or suddenly living your best life. That curiosity keeps her hooked, even if she pretends she doesn't care. Second, ego. Let's be honest. She wants to know if you still care. Every time you post something that looks directed at her, every time you check her story back, it feeds her ego. It reassures her that even in silence, she still matters to you. Third, control. Watching you without speaking is her way of staying inside your head. Think about it. She doesn't text you, but you see her name pop up in your viewers list. Suddenly, she's controlling your thoughts without lifting a finger. That's silent power. But here's the part most men don't realize. Even if she's moved on, emotional attachment doesn't vanish overnight. Maybe she's with someone else. Maybe she's happier. But there's still a part of her that wants updates. She unfollows you, but she checks your profile from a fake account. She ignores your messages, but she stalks your socials. That's not random. That's emotional residue. And here's the psychology behind it. The Zeigarnik effect. In simple words, the human brain hates unfinished business. When something ends without closure, it stays open in the mind, like a wound that never heals. That's why she still watches you, not because she loves you, not because she hates you, but because her mind hasn't completely closed the chapter. So every view, every silent glance at your life is her way of scratching that itch. You might think you're the one stuck on her, but the truth is, she's stuck too. Her silence is noise. You just have to learn how to hear it. Now let's flip the script. You've seen why she stays silent, why she still watches you. But here's the most important part. What should you do as a man? The answer is simple. Don't chase. Don't feed the silence. See, silence only has power if you give it power. If you keep texting, begging, checking her profile every night, you're handing her the control. You're making her silence louder. Instead, you need to learn this truth. Silence is your weapon too. The moment you stop reacting, stop seeking her attention, and start focusing on yourself, you flip the game. Suddenly, she's not the only one with control. You are. And here's where the real strength comes in. Respect yourself. Don't let your self-worth depend on her messages or her views. Your value was never supposed to be measured by someone else's attention. So what do? You show growth. You build yourself up. You hit the gym. You level up in your career. You focus on your happiness. Post success, post positivity, post progress, but never post desperation. Let her watch. Let her wonder, but don't give her access. Because here's the reality. Women don't respect men who beg. They respect men who rise. And nothing makes you more attractive than a man who turns his pain into power. So when she's silent, let her be. When she watches, let her watch. You're not her entertainment. You're your own evolution. And I'll leave you with this. Her silence is not your prison. It's your freedom. Freedom to rebuild, to grow, to become the man you were always meant to be. Don't fear her silence. Embrace it. Because in that silence, you'll hear the loudest truth of all. You never needed her to define your worth. So let's quickly recap what we've learned. Silence is not weakness. It's a strategy. When she stops talking, it doesn't mean she's gone. It means she wants you to feel her presence without a single word. She might still watch you, but that's her game. Your power lies in not chasing, not reacting, but in focusing on your growth. Remember, if she's silent, let her be. Don't break your value by begging for her attention. Instead, turn this moment into fuel to improve your life. Success, fitness, happiness. Let her watch from a distance while you rise higher. Her silence is not your prison. It's your freedom. If this message connected with you, hit that like button. Subscribe for more deep breakdowns like this, and share your own experience in the comments, because your story might inspire someone else.